Hello viewers, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk with you a topic which is entirely a different one and the topic which I haven't discussed with you before. So my topic today is an introduction video to a IELTS examination. I will be putting a folder in my YouTube channel. So if you are only interested in IELTS topic in my channel, you just go for and just switch to the folder over there. There you will be getting a lot of videos. And I told you this is my first video and it's an introductory video to know what is IELTS. Okay, so going to the video. Hello friends. So obviously you may be knowing the full form of IELTS, that is International English Language Testing System. And about myself, my name is Smita Lakshmi Chitin and I'm a postgraduate in English Language and Literature and have completed my B.Ed, TEFL, TESOL, IELTS and a Business English Certified Teacher. So as I have already told you before, in IELTS examination, you can either take academic or general. So for whom you have to take academic as well as though for what all people who should be taking general, I will be discussing it later. So these are the band scores that you will be getting for your IELTS examination. And there are 9 band scores. And if you are getting a band score of 9, that means that you are an expert user. It shows that you can complete under it shows that you have a complete understanding of English language. You could be set as a native English speaker. You uses the language appropriately with the fluency and accuracy. You have a full command over language. If you are getting a band score of 8, that means that you are a very good user that has full operational command over the language, but there are little bit of inaccuracies and you can use complex sentences as well. If you're getting a band score of 7, that also means that you're a good user. You have an operational command over the language and you can understand the language and generally handles complex sentences as well. But there are some misunderstandings in some situations. 6 means you are a competent user. For example, if you are having a situation that is very familiar to you, you can really excel in that. But you have some inaccuracies, inappropriate usage, and misunderstanding, and can handle complex sentences and parse as well. 5. That means we are a moderate user, have a partial command over the language, and you can cope up with the situations, and you could only communicate in basic communications, like basic sentences you could really construct. And 4, you are a limited user. That means you have a basic competence in the language. And as far as I really know about IELTS banding, you will not get a band score below 4 because obviously all the users are limited users. They will be understanding English a little bit. So as far as I really knows, I haven't seen a single student getting a band score below 4. So I have already told you there are 2 modules, like either you can take IELTS academic or IELTS general. So what is IELTS academic or what is the purpose of taking IELTS academic? For example, if you are going abroad for studies, if you want to take a scholarship or if you want to take your research outside in European countries, obviously you have to take academic. And those who are opting English teaching abroad, they can also opt for academic. These are the 2 purposes that is filled by IELTS academic. And then what is general? General means it's for migration process. For example, if you are a skilled labor and if you want to go abroad for doing your work, then you have to take general. And believe me, general is much more easier than comparing to the academic, but it is different in only 2 aspects. Like I am the English IELTS, sorry, examination is assessing your listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. So in this academic, the reading as well as the writing is different. For general and academic, you will be hearing the same listening and speaking as well. So coming over to the listening. So I have already told you before that there are four skills that is being assessed for your IELTS examination. One is the listening skill, speaking skill, reading skills, writing skills. That is LSRW. Okay. So what is listening? So listening, it will be getting, or it will be usually done within 30 minutes. Sorry. Plus 10 minutes will be extra given for you to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. So you have to write the entire things in the question paper itself. When they are giving you a time, the extra 10 minutes for transferring your answers, that is the time you should use in order to copy your answers to your answer sheet. And I'm giving you a tip right here that whenever you are transferring your answers to the answer sheet, make a double check, because I have seen a lot of children making a mistake in that. Sometimes they would have written the correct answer in the question paper, but then they are transferring the same to the answer sheet. They would be making a chronological disorder of the answers that really makes them to get or makes a wrong answer, which will make your band score down. And it will be recorded session. So obviously they will be giving you a headphone for that. And before the listening, they will be giving you your headphone in order to make a checkup of whether it is hearing properly. Sometimes, okay, there is a problem that it may be howling. Sometimes it will be muted. Your voice is feeble. In that situation, you have to really tell your examiner that it is not working properly. It is your right to say that, ma'am, oh sir, it's not working properly. I need another one. In that time only, you will be getting a option to say all this. Once the test is started, you will not get another chance. So make sure that your headset is working properly without any echoing, howling, or if it is giving a feeble voice. Okay. So in this, you will have to attempt 40 questions. Coming over to the reading. Reading, it takes a time of 60 minutes and you will have to go through three long passages. And it also includes non-verbal materials like diagram, maps, etc. And I will be giving you a detailed orientation classes for this LSRW in details in my other videos. Okay. Coming over to the writing. I told you that writing is entirely different for the general as well as for the academic. But the time allotted for both this is 60 minutes. You don't think that the only those people who are attending for general will be there on the examination hall. It will be a messed up between the general and academic people. So for those people who are opting general, the task number one will be a informal lecture. For those who are going for academic, they will be getting some pie charts, then bar graph, and so on. But I will be giving you an orientation class in detail, because if I am doing everything in the single one, it will be a prolonged one, which will really make you bored. So I don't want to make you bored. So for the time being, let it be like this, like the writing task, the task number one is there. In that, you have to really write 150 words where the candidate must summarize, describe or explain a table, graph, chart, or a diagram. This is for the academic. And if you are opting for a general, then you have to write a letter. Then a short essay is there, and the word limit for that is only 250 words. And both the task one and the task number two should be written within 60 minutes. Then speaking, and this is one of the thing which will be either examined prior to your listening, reading, and writing. Okay, so I usually advise my students to take their speaking after their listening, reading, and writing. Why? Because obviously we will be those people who have already taken IELTS, that will be no problem. They will be used up with the formalities that are going there. But those who are taking IELTS for the very first time, they will be having a lot of confusion, anxieties, and there will be a lot of inhibitions in your mind. So, for those people who are taking IELTS for the first time, I truly recommend those people to take their speaking after their listening, reading, and writing. Why? Because you will be used up with the situations, you will be knowing the officials there. They are not the same who are coming for your speaking. Okay, but still you will be getting used up with the environment there. You will be getting a lot of companies there. So this what do I call you, and starting trouble will not be there for the speaking session, and it will really make you to excel in it. Okay, and this IELTS speaking test, it is the shortest one, 10 to 11 minutes, not more than that, and it is a face-to-face communication. And the first is the introduction part. And children, this introduction, no, you will have to study it very well, because only at this part only you can really excel a lot. And the rest, it is unpredicted. We don't know which question is going for you. And this introduction part is made in order to make you a little bit more confident for a speaking session. So they will be asking you some questions about your personal life, your hobbies, and blah blah blah, blah, like so on and so forth. Okay. And the second part is the cue card, which they will be telling you to opt from a lot of papers that will be just set before you. And once you have taken it, they will be saying you that now it's a 1 minute preparation time for you. So how to prepare that all I will be giving you in an orientation class. Then the third is the discussion part. So when you are saying something, for example, they might be then the cue card, it may be written like, say, a experience that you have with a person in your life, and there will be sub questions for that. So during that time, make sure that you really know the entire thing, because believe me, the questions which is coming after that will be related to that. So you should be telling about a situation that is very well known for you. Otherwise, you will be making a lot of problems or mistakes in your discussion one. I hope it's very clear. Then listening test number one. So first is the worry. In this listening, no, I usually advises my students to get 10 on 10 in the very first one, because that is the easiest part of your listening. So you will be listening a conversation between a two person. Either it may be any social events like booking a hotel or a tour program, something like that. So it will be a conversation, and this is the place only where we can really hear with the ease. Okay. Next comes a monologue. Monologue means a single person is talking at a time. Okay. There is no other person. So you have to listen to a monologue in an everyday social situation. So that is two. Third one is that you will have to listen a conversation between 4 or 5 people. Believe me, from here onwards, your listening is going to be a little bit more complex than you think. Okay. So here you will have 4 people. It will be still telling about some educational or some projects or some dissertations that they have given, or their sir has given them, and they will be making any discussions about that. So they, and probably 4 people will be there. So you will be having a confusion in their sounds. So that is the thing. And the last one, a lot of people make a lot of mistakes in this. Why? Because I will be sharing a tip in my orientation class, not here. This is a monologue which will be an academic subject. Like it may be any dissertation or it may be any paper presentation. And this is the most toughest part which a lot of students faces in their examination. But I will be sharing you some tips how to get rid of that. I hope it's clear. Now I am going to show you a band score for this listening. And for the general and for academic, the band score are entirely different. For general, you will have to score a more than the academic. For example, 30. For example, if you're getting 39 answers, correct, then your band score is 9. 37 to 38, 8.5. 35 to 36, 8. 32 to 34, 7.5. 30 to 31, 7, and like that. Okay. What I always tell to my students is that make a printout of this and stick where you are studying or preparing for IELTS, so that you can do this, you can really go through this and will get the band score very easily. Then reading. There are three sessions for this IELTS reading, and they are always taken from the book, journals, magazines, or newspaper. And they range from a descriptive one, and there will be some graphs, illustrations, and so on. Okay. And this reading is different for the general and academic. Okay. So for the academic, this is the scoreboard, and for the general, it is different. Then writing. For academic, I have already told you that task number one for the academic, it will be just like a graph, table, chart, or diagram. Then for task number two, it will be an essay. It will be an opinion essay. It will be a suggestion essay. And only the thing is that you should really write up to 250 words. Okay. General training writing includes you will be presented with a situation and asking to write a letter. This letter may be personal, semi-formal, or formal in style. And the task number two, again, it will be an essay only. And how it is being assessed is the task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy. I promise you, I will be giving you a detailed class about the writing session, how you can really get a band score of 7 to 8 by going through my points. I will be giving you another session about writing. Okay. Then speaking session, this is introduction and the interview part. Then the examiner will introduce and he will be asking you to introduce yourself and to confirm your identity. And they will be asking you some questions from your home, family, work, studies, interest, and so on. Then part two is an individual role run. That is, you will be given a quick card and you will be have to speak for 2 minutes about the topic. And you should not stop unless and until the examiner says to you that please stop. Okay. Then third one, it will be the discussion about what you have already told in your cue card. So here your assessments will be like fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and obviously our pronunciation. So I hope it's very clear about what's IELTS about, what are the two modules that you will be really getting, and for who, for those who take those who are going for. So I think, friends, you have got a real idea about what's IELTS, what are the different band score, what is academic, what is general, and how the academic and general is different, and what is the LSRW. And I again repeat that I will be giving you an orientation class about the listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills in another session, because I don't want to make this video a prolonged one because it will really make you bored. So I really want to talk, and there is lots of things which I really want to tell in each and every skills, the tips that you really want to know in order to get a desired band score. And I actually tell my students to get a band score of 8,777. So it's must have, so that you will be getting admissions in very good universities thereafter. Otherwise, you will have to struggle a lot. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, push the notification button, and if you like this video, you have to like it. And at the same time, if you think that it's good, and if you know any of the students who really want to take an IELTS examination but don't have the time to go for an training, you can forward this video to them. And till then, we meet next time. It's signing from the whole family of Walk with Rajalakshmi.